On July 6th, which is approximately 3 weeks prior to the expiration of the contract, we decide to go ahead and settle the contract or purchase the shares of the Nelson company and sell them back. We're going to buy them at $77 a share because that's the market price per share, and then sell them to our counterparty here for 85 bucks a share. So we're going to make 8 bucks a share. But before we go ahead and we do that, what we do is we mark to market the value of the account, and then we settle the option. Okay, so on July 6th, we are going to go ahead, and this is redundant again, the time value, we're going to do the same thing we did at the end of March and at the end of June, is we're going to record the reduction in the time value of the put option. So we would have unrealized gain slash loss dash income, and that amount would be what, $65, the difference between the 90 and the 25. And so we go right to the put option with that put option, and we would also then that same date record the increase in the value of the contract, because the share price now dropped. And remember, when the price drops in a put option, that's a good thing for the contract holder, not the counterparty, because we now have a $5 gain just from that drop. $5 times 2,000 shares. That means the value, the intrinsic value of the put option just increased by $5 times the 400 shares, $2,000. And we have an unrealized gain slash loss, what will become realized very quickly here, and you'll see how that works. Okay, so those are the values, and then we would go ahead and post these amounts to the account. We have $65 here. We have, 65 goes over here, and the 2,000 goes here. So if I add up all of those, we have 4360 over here, and we have 1135. The value of the put options on our balance sheet is 3225. So the net settlement feature in an options contract looks like this. On July 6th of 2016, we're not even going to buy the shares, right? We're just going to go ahead and we're going to settle this contract with the counterparty. They're going to give us cash. We had a profit of $8, and that's the difference between the market value of 77 and 85, because at the end of when we exercise the contract, we have an $8 gain. So $8 times the 400 shares is going to give us cash of $3,200. Now, we would have the time value now is gone. Once we exercise the contract, this $25 isn't worth anything anymore. So we have to record the expiration of the time value. And we're actually going to call that a loss at this point. Loss on settlement of put option. Right? We decided to terminate it early, therefore there is no time value. Again, we forfeit the time remaining in the contract. And then the difference goes to the put option. And what you'll notice is that the amount we credit is $32.25, which would be this amount. It nets the account to zero, and that's logical. We recorded the unrealized gain or loss as they occurred throughout the time of the contract.